What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Apologies for the lackluster setup here. Sorry if the audio sounds a little weird, and obviously the background isn't very exciting at all, and my energy is very much not there at the moment. I am here to give you guys a channel update. Obviously, you saw the title of the video. So a lot of you may have noticed recently that a couple videos of mine have been doing really well. Most namely the ghost story video, which last I checked, it's sitting at 46,000 views. That's incredible. Once again, as I've said in some other videos after that one, thank you so much for the support on it. It means the world to me. It's a very personal video, and it meant a lot to me that you guys really enjoyed that one. I got a lot of new subscribers from it. If any of you are watching this video, thank you for the support. It means everything to me. Sorry if I kind of sound like a broken record. And you would think that given the success of that video and how many new subscribers I gained and how close I'm getting to reaching my stretch goal of 1,000 subscribers, that my motivation and my drive to create and my output would just be boom, 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 just one after the other, really just staying in crunch time and never leaving, normalizing the grind, as people call it. But my last video that I uploaded was my video on long legs, which also did pretty well within its own right. And but I uploaded that just over 2 weeks ago now, and I made a post about this just on my community page on my YouTube channel. So if you've already read that, you probably know the gist of what I'm going to be getting at in this video, but basically I was acknowledging the fact that I haven't uploaded anything for the past couple weeks, almost few weeks now, and I'm just here today to talk about that, give you guys some channel updates, some personal updates, what you can expect and what you cannot expect. As most of you guys know, I am a college student. I am starting my let's see here, technically I'm in my second year of college right now. I did a summer semester to get ahead, so my second semester of what is technically my sophomore year of college is about to be starting here in a few days. So I have that on my shoulders. I'm also trying to support myself financially. I have my own apartment, so I have to worry about rent and groceries, and obviously since I'm in college, there's all these stupid tuition things that I have to worry about as well, and extra fees because they throw in an extra fee anywhere they please. And also, as a lot of you may know if you've been watching my channel consistently for the last couple weeks, I guess, not that there's been anything to watch, for the past couple months, I'll say, I am moving away in December. I am moving back home, which is where I moved here from, because I've had some perspective shifts over the past year or so, because now it is officially a year since I started college, so that's crazy to think about. I've just had some perspective shifts, some personality shifts, I guess you could say. A lot of things in my life a lot of things have happened that have just, like I said, just shifted my view on what I think I need in my life right now and what I think I should prioritize and things like that. And I've been dealing with a lot. I've been pretty open on my channel that for my whole life I've struggled with anxiety and depression, self-destruction and things like that. And the way my life has been going so far this year has I guess particularly over the past few months, really ever since summer started. Because before summer started, things were like looking up and I was really getting my hopes up for things, and then summer's over now and it's just I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm not articulating a lot of this really well. I just feel like I owe this to you guys. Because you subscribe to me and you turn on those notifications because you rightfully have the expectation that, like, I'm gonna consistently provide you guys good content that I worked hard on, and that's what you subscribe for. And as I said, I thank you guys for that. But I have to be honest, this past summer has been one of the lowest periods of my life, which is saying a lot. because I've been to a lot of lows in my life, as anybody who chronically struggles with depression or anxiety could affirm and relate to. But it's tough right now. And there's a lot of personal details about it that I don't want to get into, just because I want to protect people and I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. But I think you guys get what I'm getting at. I have found myself slipping back into some not very good habits, and I've also found myself to be in a creative low. This is something that's been very common throughout my life, where I go through cycles of this, where like one day I am just blowing full steam, I'm ready, I'm there, I'm a workaholic, I'm being consistently creative, the creative juices are flowing, they won't stop flowing, and I'm just creating, it's amazing, blah blah blah, workaholic mindset, you guys get it. And then I'll find myself in points in time where I'm just creatively dead, and I don't feel the drive or the motivation to create anything. I'm not even able to come up with any ideas in my head for creations, whether that be, a new video or a skit or a film or a stage production, which are obviously like the bigger stakes things here, because pursuing a career in film and theater, and I try to spend a lot of time writing my original productions, and writer's block is a very common struggle. But when it gets to these points in my life, and the point that I'm at right now, it's just it's beyond writer's block. It's a complete lack of creativity. I just feel creatively dead, uninspired, and I try to do things to reinvigorate the inspiration. I'll watch some of my best videos just to like I don't know what my mindset is with that. Maybe it's just like, well, if I watch this really great thing that I created that I'm really proud of, maybe it'll get those creative juices flowing again. It'll inspire me to do it again. Hasn't worked. I watch my favorite movies. I listen to my favorite music, because usually that stuff is sufficient enough to like get me back into a stable creative cycle. But that just hasn't been the case recently. I am feeling a complete lack of motivation, a complete lack of drive, a complete lack of creativity, which really pains me to say, because as longtime viewers of my channel know, this is me. The like just creating artistic expression, writing, acting, directing, singing. It's everything to me. And so it's a different kind of low for me, I think, when I get to these periods. And that's why I say it's beyond writer's block at this point, because artistic expression is what fuels everything I do. It's my driving force in life. It's my passion. I don't know who the fuck I would be without it. I don't know where I would be I wouldn't be here without it. That's where I'd be. I'd be 6 feet in the ground. Like, Jesus, that's dark. But like, it's the truth. Artistic expression has saved me in so many ways. And so when I get into these lows, it's not just a lack of creative inspiration. It's a lack of creative inspiration, and then that lack of creativity comes a new depressive low, because it's just who I am, and when that's not there, when that's not doing well, it is detrimental to me. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, you don't have to like put every bit of yourself into everything you create. Like, you can still consistently create videos, and it's not that hard to just sit down and talk about a movie. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to be super analytical like you are in certain videos. And I can appreciate those sentiments, but that's not who I am as a content creator. My videos that I'm least proud of, and the ones that I'm most embarrassed that are out there on the internet, are the ones where I went in with that mindset. Just like, not really feeling like doing this today, but I'm just going to sit down and do it because I got to do it, blah, blah, blah. But no, like, you guys like my videos and you subscribe to me from the best content that I put out there. And I just personally feel that I I don't want to put something out there unless I truly did my best with what I had in the moment. I want to put everything I have into a video when I make it. So that's how that is. And so it's really not that simple for me. It's not as simple as, well, I just got to tough it out, just keep making videos. Maybe they won't be my best videos, but I'm just going to keep making videos because you got to stay consistent for the algorithm or whatever. But I think in the long run, that would just end up making things worse. And I'm trying to be super just real and down to earth and vulnerable with you guys right now. You are going to see, and you already are seeing, a severe lack of output from me on this channel. And you are going to continue to see that probably until the end of this year. As I said, I'm just dealing with a lot of things right now, and I just want to make sure that I don't get so lost into this work that I forget to take care of myself. And that's just the reality of it. You know, I have been through so many highs and lows in my life when it comes to mental health and mental illness, and I'm at a point in my life where I'm just like, I can see where this is going, and I know the possibilities of how bad this could get if I don't take a step back, put down the phone, close the laptop, turn off the cameras, and just be for a little bit. I know how bad that can get because I've been there. Anyone else who has been there probably knows exactly what I'm talking about, especially other artists out there who have been there. That's why it's a bigger deal for me when I'm in these creative lows, because as I said, it's my entire being. And when I'm stripped of that, and arguably when I strip myself of that, as subliminally as it may be, you know, I still have free will. It just feels like a complete and utter loss of purpose, a complete and utter loss of motivation. Especially when, like, certain music in movies, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it means everything to me. So when certain things that I know and I've always known I can rely on to get the creative juices flowing again and get the motivation back into my heart aren't doing that, that's a massive red flag with me. That is a massive red flag when that is happening. Because typically there are certain pieces of media and pieces of art out there that I know for a fact are going to make me feel better and get me back into a good headspace where I feel the motivation to do certain things. That's just not what's happening right now. And I don't want to give you guys content that I'm not putting my full effort into. And I just know that I would not be putting my full effort into content over these next few months if I try to stay as consistent as I have with it thus far, or at least recently. That doesn't mean you guys aren't going to see any videos over these next 4 months. I'm sure you will. I'm sure there will be some days where I wake up, or maybe I just saw a new movie, and so it's a lot easier for me to sit down and talk about it and things like that. I'm not going to promise you guys anything, but you might see some things like that. So it might not be, again, I can't promise, but it might not be a complete lack of content. It just is going to be much less consistent output. The gaps between video release dates are probably going to be much bigger over these next 4 months. And that's just the luck of the draw, I guess. You know, I kind of only have myself to blame. I hesitate to say that, but I just feel like if I lose myself in the work, there are subliminal things at play there. There are mental things at play there that maybe I don't have the utmost control over. But at the end of the day, I'm my own person. I make my own decisions. Even if I don't want to do something, I still have the ability to do it. And I still have the ability to choose whether or not to do it. And I'm just at a place right now where I need to choose to fight my battles and not back down from it. Because that's what I've done in the past. I haven't fought them and I haven't backed down, and I've just let it take me. And that didn't put me in a very good place. So we're not doing that anymore. I have some shit that I need to work on. And I'm being super honest with you guys right now. I need to get my shit together. And in order to get to where I want to be in the coming months, in the coming years, next year specifically, I need to make sure that I keep my feet on the ground. And I need to make sure that I'm okay. I do. It's not going to be easy to do. It hasn't been easy to do. I try to not let that stuff seep through in my content. If you've been watching my content recently, my most recent output, as recent as it is, I would hope you haven't been able to tell that I've been struggling, but I have. As I've said, I've found myself falling back into old habits that are not good and they're not healthy. And I am at a point in my life where I've just decided I need to be happy. Whatever that means for a 19-year-old kid who's just trying to who's just trying to get by, who's just trying to pursue his dreams that he's had since he was a little kid. So I hope some of that made sense. I'm sorry if any of you are disappointed to hear this. The channel's not going anywhere. I'm not going to stop creating content altogether. As I said, you can probably expect some videos over the next few months, maybe. We'll see what happens. But I'm hesitant to make promises, but I'm going to say 99%, with 99% certainty, by the end of December of this year, which is just about 4 months away, you can expect consistent output to return, and probably just better content with better energy in general. I'm struggling to determine how to end this video. I'm sorry if it's been depressing. I don't mean to put any of you guys down. I just, as a creator, I just feel obligated, and I feel the personal need to inform you guys of these things because I don't want to let you down. I don't want you to subscribe under the pretense that I've given you that I'm going to continue to consistently give you good content and then not get that. Which is why I think it's important for me to be honest with you guys right now, which I'm trying my hardest to be. I'm sorry if I've come off very vague in this video, but I think you guys get what I'm getting at. As I said, I made a community post about it on my YouTube page if you want to go check that out. But yeah, long story short, I need to make sure that I'm okay. I have certain responsibilities that I think I need to prioritize right now. I have a life outside of this. I know that's hard to see when the only stuff you know about someone is from their content that you watch, and it's easy to form an image of a person purely based on them as a content creator, but you guys don't even know, man. I have a whole life outside of this. So many things, so many people in my life, and just a lot of stuff behind the curtain that wouldn't be appropriate for me to share publicly. But that is there, and that I need to focus on, and I just think that needs to take the wheel for a little bit. So I'm sorry, again, if anybody's disappointed to hear this. I do once again want to thank you guys for the overwhelming support on the Ghost Story video, on the Long Legs video. It's been great. It's been awesome. And I would hope you guys are willing to bear with me. But if you're not, I understand that. You know, if a content creator isn't giving you what they've previously promised to consistently give you, I understand. I understand the decision to not pay them any attention anymore. That's totally fine, and I will totally support your decision if you choose to step away. But for those of you that have stuck by my side, I thank you. It means the world to me. I don't know any of you personally outside of the conversations we've had in comment sections, but a lot of you seem like really cool people, and it means everything to me that you guys have stuck by me and consistently supported my content even when we've disagreed about things. And so I just hope most of you would be equally as supportive and understanding when it comes to this. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you sometime later down the road. I don't really know how to end this, but I guess there's no better way to end it than that. Thank you. God, I sound like a broken fucking record. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you next time.